Welcome to the podcast, abbreviated version today because technology is awesome. Dr. AJ, Dr. Gabriel, Waking Chiropractic. Excited to have you guys on our podcast for another great week of content. We're going to be coming to you with some health tips today, mindset, and some updates on the practice as well. Dr. AJ, tell me how you're doing, brother.
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Kind of the whole goal or theme of this podcast is just to focus really on innate intelligence, the body's ability to heal on its own the way it was designed to. It's just a huge thing with life that just makes us just better versions of ourselves. And sometimes we get in our own innate intelligence way, and we want to make sure you guys aren't doing that and you're being the best versions of you.
Exactly right. And I believe when you understand how powerful your innate ability to heal is, it makes it very easy to wake up with gratitude. We were just talking on our first, the first version of this podcast, and it cut out on us. And you were going into how grateful you are on a daily basis for showing up. And people ask you, how you doing today, Doc? And you're like, I'm doing fantastic. And the reason you're doing fantastic is because you have gratitude. You're grateful to be alive, man. And it radiates off you, and you're a joy to be around. Been in the adjusting rooms with Dr. Jordan on paternity leave over the last few weeks and just having a ball with you, brother.
It's been a lot of fun,
Yeah, has. Even if you have been cracking some jokes at me here and there for my efficiency.
Hey, I don't know if you heard the tail end of that joke. I was like, he's like one of the most efficient people I know, so I got to give him a hard time when I can.
I can own it for sure. I get a little chatty sometimes with you guys because I do miss adjusting you guys. I had so much fun over the last 3 weeks. Baby's due today is our due date. We tend to go a week or two over. We try not to put too much stock into what the medical profession says Maggie should have her baby on. But the truth is, her body has been growing this baby. The natural process of going into labor is already set, and we just gotta wait. We got to get out of its way, as you were saying, get out of innate intelligence's way and let it happen. And I think when we honor that and we support it and not manipulate it, it tends to go a whole lot better. I think that Mother Nature, innate intelligence, your soul, all the processes that happen without you thinking about it are a whole lot smarter than our conscious brains that say, well, rate of stillborn goes up after the due date a little bit. Or if you have they tried to cut and schedule a C-section because our last baby was measuring at 11 pounds or 12 pounds and ended up being an 11.5-pound baby, but she birthed that vaginally. And you know what? Doctor looks at us. He's like, I tried to push a C-section on you, but thank you. Thank you for challenging me because this is going to help me serve other women even better. I was like, yeah, you know what? Get out of innate intelligence's way and you would find how powerful the body truly is, especially some of these powerhouse women that we see coming into our office. We have so many pregnant moms under care, man. And
awesome.
It is awesome. It is freaking sweet. And, healthy kids or healthy moms that have healthy deliveries have healthy kids, and healthy kids become healthy adults. So that's what we stand for here, man. Honoring innate intelligence, supporting it, not manipulating it.
It's one of your favorite quotes, too. It's, if something is not functioning well or something's not thriving, just give it more of itself. Which, when it comes to the human body, if you fall down, scrape your leg, you don't have to think about forming that scab or, completing that inflammatory cycle of those bruises or protecting that joint. Your body does all that on its own with, the correct environment. So we're just going to make sure the environment has everything it needs to thrive and let your body do its thing. That works with so many different systems in the body, including having a baby.
Especially having a baby, right? But it goes across the board too. Like, let me tell you, let's say you have a plant. Okay. Your plant is not doing well. What are your go-to things if you notice, like, I got a plant that's in the corner of my house right now. It's just not look good. Like, you're like, something's wrong with that plant. Symptom, right? What do you do? What's your go-to gut reaction when you have something like that? What do you do for it?
I mean, if it's a plant, give it more water, more sunlight. See what happens.
Yeah. Give it what it needs to thrive, right? And our bodies are, we're basically plants. Give us the proper fuel. Give us the proper energy. We just have a lot of complicated emotions. Have you seen that quote that's like, you're basically a houseplant with complicated emotions?
It's like, it's true.
Yeah, if your guys' bodies are showing symptoms, if your plants are wilting, give it more of what makes it healthy. I just posted on my personal Facebook page today, and I was like, or a couple of days ago, and I was like, don't give your body anything when it's sick that you wouldn't give it when it's already healthy. That is just incredible. I saw that and I was like, that is so good because when you're feeling sick, that the sickness that you feel is actually your body's health response. It's creating health. It's immune responses. You want to support those. You don't want to fight against those and chemically manipulate those. You want to support that process. And every time you do, you're literally training your central nervous system to be better at that in the future. And so if it's better at that, it's going to be able to handle those billions and billions and billions of viruses that are in your body right now, and bacteria and viruses. It's going to handle it more efficiently. So its fight against that will always be below the surface, and you will have less symptoms. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. How many viruses do we have right now
Like
in on our body?
like 80 billion with a B, billion viruses, tons of friggin' viruses all over your body. It's called your virome. You need it.
Yeah,
It's healthy.
it's good.
It's the constant state of those viruses being in your body and your nervous system controlling your immune system, keeping those in check. That is your immune system. You need them. Same with your biome. We hear about our biome, like your gut biome or on your skin biome, right? You have all these bacteria, again, billions, if not more, all over your body. They are good, right? So we see people using hand sanitizer and spraying Lysol and just killing all that good bacteria and just destroying. They have a an infection in their body. Instead of helping their body's process against it, they take antibiotics and it just destroys their gut biome, which takes years to replenish. But what happens, Doc, if you don't have a healthy gut biome?
It's lots of bad stuff. Almost, it's like the second brain to the body. I was reading something recently where it's like we think our skin is our biggest barrier to the outside world. Kind of a weird number, but if you took off all of our skin and stretched it out, it's like 20 square feet. If you did that with our gut and our intestines, it's almost like 3,000 square feet. And the thickness of all, how we absorb all of, the things we eat and all the toxins and all the good, that's like tissue paper inside our body. And our skin's like sandpaper. So the gut and our biome and everything inside is so much more susceptible to changing that natural, healthy homeostasis internally. But we always think it's like, oh, let's wash our hands. No, you got to take care of the inside, and just pumping yourself full of chemicals and toxins and all the just chemical just stressors in a lot of our food and things we eat just destroy that. And then you have to build it back up over time when it's like, maybe just live with that fever for a couple of days rather than just eating antibiotics like Skittles, and your body will thank you for it in the long run.
Absolutely. And what happens if you kill all that natural, like the biome in your gut? Your body's defenses are going to be very, very limited because again, that biome and your virome is your immune system, right? So if you don't have that, you're more likely to get sick in the future, have more severe symptoms, especially since you've been chemically manipulating manipulating. You've been chemically manipulating your physiology, so you've detrained your brain from natural immune processes. So then you get even more sick. So what do you have to do?
Take more.
Take more. It's just like we have most people's nervous systems and immune system that's controlled by the nervous system has no accountability because we have just completely irregulated its natural process over time. And what happens is the longer that your gut goes, it gets to the point where you're in such a place of stress that your nervous system will tell your immune system to kill everything. Good, bad, doesn't matter. I don't know what this is because it doesn't even know itself from an invader anymore. So it kills everything. And then we start seeing more than ever, Doc, autoimmune issues. What's an autoimmune issue?
Your body starts attacking itself.
Why would the body not know the difference between an invader and itself? I wonder. The lesson here is, do we, in a place of sickness or symptom, do we support natural physiology or do we chemically manipulate physiology? Chemically manipulating it, and you bypass the natural time that it takes because there's a certain amount of time your body will move through health. right? And it will get to the destination where you will feel good again. If you try to bypass that and chemically get there faster, it will come with interest on the back end in many, many different ways that you may, or your doctor may never connect back to the reason why, which is because you took the antibiotic or you injected into your bloodstream some random chemical or whatever it is, right? So great lesson, great soapbox today. Do you have any, just anything else? I mean, that's why you don't see hand sanitizer in our rooms, right? Not one. You won't see hand sanitizer in our rooms. Wash your hands. But one of the best things I learned in microbiome, sorry, I'm on my soapbox. I don't even care, man. You know, I'll drink coffee before I tell you this one.
Let it eat.
You know, when you wash your hands, the majority of cleanliness that occurs is not even from the soap. It's from the running water that occurs to your hands. It's like a crazy percentage. It's like 97% or 98% of the bacteria that's washed off is from the running water, not from the soap. Okay? Just keep your good hygiene, guys. Just stop chemically killing all the viruses and the bacteria that are on your body. Your brain needs them, okay? They're friends.
They're friends.
Well, they're friends. All right, let's I'm sorry we got a little shorter show for you today, but I feel like we got deep. I feel like I blacked out there for about 10 minutes. What happened?
You did.
Have we started the podcast yet?
We have. We made some really good points about it. Just natural, innate intelligence. Just let the body do what it needs to do on its own and help support it in every way you can. Quit trying to take over the reins. It knows more than we do. It always will.
So next week is the last week of the soup drive.
We got a little work to do.
We got some work to do, which is pretty status quo for our office. It always seems like, man, like 20% of the donations come in the first few weeks. Last week, freaking just a tidal wave, right? So we're at 200-ish cans of soup. Our goal is 1,000. Okay, we need you guys to bring soup cans, a bunch of them. You guys can bring funds if you want. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Funds if you want. I'm a mess today, guys. I can't wait to get into the adjusting rooms. I'm just going to be preaching. I'm going to make 3 adjustments in the first 2-hour shift, man. You're going to be going room to room. I'm just going to be talking about the gut bacteria.
I'm just going to hear innate intelligence every time I walk by.
Every time, man. And gut health. But if you want to donate funds, we have a Venmo. We'll put in the link above below. If you guys want to donate funds, we're going to go shopping for you guys. We're going to make sure the Food Bank for the Heartland is good and stocked up for this season. I know they take a hard hit over the winter time. And I just want to tell you guys that we love you. We're thankful for you, Doc. I'm thankful for you. Love you, brother. You got anything on your heart before I close this thing up?
I don't, man. I love you. I'm just ready for a good day. We got to get me out of this real soon. That's why we're wrapping this up short. We can't see you out there in a second.
Yep. See you guys soon. Have a good night.